more doctors smoke Camels than any other cigarette.
Hurry, hurry, hurry.
Bavarians is for your man and you too.
That you say? No Boulder Dash or baloney here.
Cheers, everyone, and welcome to The Unfiltered Gentleman. And now, breaking the seal all over the finer things of life, Greg, Scott, and Dan.
That's right. Welcome in, everybody. It's The Unfiltered Gentleman. Thanks for hanging. Thanks for listening. Most importantly, thanks for drinking along with us. I am Greg. Over there, that's Scott.
No toys or... Oh, fuck. Sorry. I can't get that out of my head. Sorry.
It's been a week.
It's been a week and it's still in my head.
Yes. And Dan.
Hi, Dougie.
Oh, well, if you're still here, thanks for listening. Shout out to our top listening city of last week, Roanoke, Virginia.
What?
Yeah, what's up, Roanoke?
Damn.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Nice.
I don't know who lives out there, but thanks for listening along. Send us a tweet or something.
Yeah.
At Unfiltered Gents. Our burp word of the week is, oh, hi, Mark.
I didn't even see that.
We'll get into that in just a couple of seconds here. Don't forget to hashtag show us your beers, rate and subscribe on iTunes and whatever podcast app you're using. And don't forget, Beer Science Ringtone, definitely available for, I think, only like $1.29 or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Low price.
That's a very low price.
Yes.
It's a bargain.
Yeah. And honestly, I didn't even set the price. It's just
That's 10 cents a day
for how many days?
for 30 days. I don't know.
That sounds like a Call commercial.
Also, I think that'd be $3.
Oh, man.
Well, we could
Sure.
use the extra money.
Yeah. Why not? So anyways, go get that as well. As you can hear, Scott very much needs a beer over there.
Absolutely.
So let's crack right into it.
Grab your libations, pals. It's time for beer of the week.
And if you're drinking, well, you know that you're my friend. And I'll say, I think I'll have myself a beer.
Dan brought in an offering from Mikkeller Brewing called Oh Hi Murk. 8%, 3.97 on Untapped, and a 91, still feels weird, on Beer Advocate.
Oh, wow.
You want, what is the movie? What is
Oh, okay. Well, the can art is what got me.
Right.
And basically what it is it's based off this movie called The Room.
The Room?
Yeah, and it's like, if you know what it is, it's like famously like one of like the worst movies of all time. Like, it's so bad, it's like on a Plan 9 from Outer Space thing where it's like they would have showings where people are like laughing at how bad it is. Like, you know, so and there's clips on YouTube if you want to watch. It's the worst acting you've ever seen by the guy Tommy Wiseau, who wrote, starred, produced the movie.
Okay.
Yeah, so he starred in it, and it's him. And the can depicts the picture of him standing in front of the famous green screen because they green screened like outdoors for whatever reason. It seemed like it was that bad of a movie, and he's delivering the famous "Oh hi, Mark."
And this is the one that like Seth Rogen and those guys went on
Oh, yeah.
to.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, that's funny.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen either the real movie or the Seth Rogen version. So you text me like, I'm bringing a beer, and you sent the "Oh hi, Murk" the clip, and I was like, that doesn't give it away for me.
No, it doesn't. I'm sure it didn't.
I don't know. I still don't know what's happening. So, but very funny. And so a little bit about the beer from the brewery. Mikkeller says, it's a full hit. I did not dry hop it. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark. A mastering of Simcoe and Citra cryo hops alongside a room full of Idaho 7. We used flaked barley and malted oats.
No.
Melted oats would be really hot.
Wow.
Malted oats to build a substantial body in order to layer deep, sugary tropical fruits. Notes of juicy fruit, mango, pineapple, and honeydew. I don't get a lot of nose on this one,
No.
but the flavor's definitely there.
Yes.
I get a lot of that citrus and tropical.
Yeah.
I'm getting honey.
Yeah, me
honey
In
too.
the beer. In the beer.
Right.
Yeah.
Little a little sweetness, a little
Yeah,
honey
yeah,
sweetness.
yeah.
You're
Little
right.
bit,
I didn't
yeah.
catch that the first time around. Had to
It's
sip it one more again.
It's interesting. Yeah, like I thought the first one was it was kind of bold, I thought.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, when you mentioned honey, now I'm kind of getting
Yeah, you
that a
taste
little
that
bit.
Yeah.
Correct. It's kind
Yeah.
of it's kind of all over the place.
At first, it was just like a face punch of like orange, I thought. I got a
Yeah.
lot of orange.
Correct.
But yeah, now I'm definitely calming down with the honey. A little booze on the finish. A little
Yeah.
warmth there.
Well, that's that 8%.
Yeah, and you could definitely see some chunks floating around in this bad boy.
Yeah,
It's
correct.
that legit New England style.
Oh yeah.
Got some chunkies. Chunkies from the Hazy. So, do we like it? You guys
Oh
a
yeah,
fan?
I like
Good
it.
stuff.
Did it live up to its can art?
Probably.
Okay.
Above and beyond.
Yeah. I know a lot of people who will buy beer based on can art. I've been guilty of it as well.
Yeah.
And then sometimes it's like, oh yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was thinking like the only way it could have lived up to its can art if it was so bad it was good.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It would have been really
very
funny if they
true.
made a purposely shitty beer.
Yeah.
That would have been pretty good, actually. So thank you for bringing this one in. This is quite tasty.
Thank you.
Lot to get to. We have a beer review from former Beer Babe of the Week, Sip on What. She was on here a couple weeks ago. She's got a review for us. We have a drunk quote of the week. We got some booze news. Of course, a bullpen beer to get to. But one of the things I'm most excited about is a rousing round of Will Scott Pour It
All
Out.
right.
Oh, shit.
Yes. We will be. And I'm taking this so seriously that it's still in the fridge in red Solo cups, so you can't see it.
Oh, boy.
And I'm going to pause the show to go get it when it's time.
Oh my God.
I have not had this. I'm fairly certain none of us in this room have had this beer. I have not had it. It was given to me by a friend to try specifically on the show. That's all I'll say.
Something
about
his dog pissed out.
it is a beer.
Okay.
That's the one rule. Like with Will Scott Poured Out, I will not pour you something that's not actually a digestible beverage. It's not just gonna be like cat piss.
Oh.
Unless you really piss me off.
Well,
Yeah. So we will get to that in just a few. But
I'm trying to
first,
think. Have I pissed you off lately?
yeah. Were you breathing?
There you go. I'm now nervous.
There we go. All right, let's handle some crotch talk.
Have a grievance to share? It's time for crotch talk.
No grievances for me. I wanted to mention a couple things. First, I went to a party last weekend where a guy who listens to the show had a keg, and he goes, "I listened to the Keg Rules episode."
Nice.
And I was like, "Oh,
All right.
So has this been sitting here 24 hours?" He's like, "You betcha."
Oh shit.
Yeah. And I said, how's the foam? He goes, not too bad, a little bit on the top. He goes, I also, because of the episode, didn't pump, because there's a party tap, I didn't pump it before trying it. I tried it first, already had enough pressure, got about a cup ahead, and that was it.
Wow.
So we are heroes.
Kept it cold for 24 hours. And
Yep.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
He did it.
He did it. He's a hero.
We're like the Julia Childs of beer.
That's right. Hello. That was a little more Mrs. Doubtfire.
It was actually.
Hello, children. So thank you. His name is Joe. So thank you to Joe for doing
Cool.
that. And I got to enjoy some of that delicious keg of 805.
Right on.
Nice. So, hey.
Yeah, nothing wrong with a keg of 805
Hell
and
no.
a pool.
Oh,
Hey.
damn.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Hot day.
He scored.
And he had a taco dude there.
Oh man.
Taco man, 805 pool.
Oh, my God.
What a party.
Oh,
That's paradise.
yeah, that's all I needed.
Damn.
It was great. So great. So I had to mention that. Also going to San Diego this weekend for my bachelorette party. It is going, so we're doing like a couple of things as like a whole group. And then that Saturday we're going to break off and we're going to North Park. The guys are going to North Park. We're just going to drink our way, start at Fall Brewing, end up all the way at the bottom at Modern Times and hit just about everything in between. The nice thing is I've done that before a couple times. I know which ones to avoid. Like
there
which
you
ones
go.
aren't good.
You're
But
the
I know,
tour guide.
yeah, I know which ones we definitely got to hit. And I'm pretty sure we're gonna get schwasty. The night before, we're all going to the Padre game Friday night because they're doing a beer festival night.
Oh.
Very excited. I did this a couple years ago. It's $5 a beer outside the park.
Oh, fuck.
So you go load up before you go
Nice.
in, and they even let you walk in with one. Or
Nice.
with whatever you can carry, So I always get 2 $5 beers, walk in the gates, and then I'm good for at least 3 innings, and then and then you have to go pay ballpark prices.
That's the only way to get somebody to watch a Padre game.
Yeah.
Hey.
Why else would you go?
Yeah, I mean,
It's true.
So go for it. Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah, so very excited for that. So that's all I got for Crotch Talk.
So
No grievances.
what high school are they playing?
Yeah. San Pedro High.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah, it's going to be a
yeah.
close game.
Yeah, home game for the Padres.
Yeah.
San Pedro, they had an injury, one of their lined up there, so
Oh,
we'll
boy.
see.
Oh,
Padres
boy.
might have the edge
Yeah,
on
it might
this
be
one.
tight then.
Yeah. So anybody any
She said,
any grievances or anything?
Yeah, actually, not a grievance or anything, but well, I guess partially. I went to see a live show in LA. It was
Okay.
a podcast, not ours.
Oh, so it must
sorry.
have sucked.
Yeah, we won't talk about it. But basically, they require that you watch like a really bad movie before you go and see it.
Oh, okay.
And the movie that I had to watch was called Deadfall. So I guess this is like an impromptu, but it was called Deadfall, and it was 1993 with Nick Cage,
Oh, sounds
Charlie
like Nick Cage.
Sheen.
Oh, my God.
Oh.
Michael Biehn, who is the guy from Terminator, if you ever seen that one, the Marine.
Right.
So not the Terminator, but the actual guy who was saving Sarah. Come with me if you want to live. That guy. Yeah, so this movie is basically Nick Cage at his craziest. Like,
93 was craziest?
Yes. I got to say.
I would have said like mid-2000s.
Dude, here's the thing. Like, yeah, he was crazy in there, but in this movie, like, I thought, no, he can't be that crazy.
But this is when Charlie Sheen was like the height of his powers.
It's true, but he's only in it for a little cameo.
Oh, okay.
And he plays like this pool hustler, which the scene comes out of nowhere. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
We need to fit a name in here.
Yeah, seriously. And anyways, Nick Cage shows up the first time you see him. He's got a big mustache. He's got like a wig on. He's wearing sunglasses and he's brown-faced. And he's got putty on his nose.
What?
He looks like the Andy Kaufman character. That's what they said. He looked like the Clifton character or whatever. Yeah. I was like, holy crap, dude. Like, yeah.
It's like Tropic of Thunder or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
What do you mean, you people?
He started it first.
Yeah.
He started it first. And he is nuts in that movie. He's just screaming the F word out of nowhere for no reason. And
wow.
It was a sight. But anyways, after that show, it wasn't the movie, but they were kind of talking about it.
Right.
Like, I went to a brewery. It was Sixth and La Brea.
That's the name of the brewery?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and happens to be on the same, go figure.
Oh, man.
Like it's somewhere on Melrose.
Yeah. So find it yourself.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was, I had a Pillows, which was a nitrous pale, I believe.
Nitro pale, yeah.
Yeah, nitro pale, excuse me. And very like, it was like soft to drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was tripping on that. I was like, oh, this is like Pillows. I'm there, man.
Pillows on my tongue.
Yeah. And then I had their Wamber, it was an amber, but it's called Wamber. Yeah, some of the stuff, like they had like a wake me up coffee thing. Like it was like to wham.
Oh.
Yeah, but I don't understand.
Before you go.
Yeah, I don't understand why though. I don't get the reference. Like maybe you can, someone can go there and tell me, but I didn't get the reference. And the Wamber was delicious as well. And I had, at the time, they were doing a barbecue. It was like a summer barbecue. Yeah, it was just stuff right on the grill, like straight up, like chicken and like, it was, they had shish kebabs. I'm like, holy shit, man, I got to come back here when I'm hungry. I just had the pretzel and cheese, which was good too, but I didn't expect to eat. Otherwise, I just showed up there.
Right. I'm here.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that place.
Yeah, it was pretty pimp.
Well, now I have some research to do.
Exactly.
Next time I'm stuck down there.
Yeah, Dan strongly approves.
Nice. Dan approved.
Oh, there you go.
Dan's stamp of approval.
Good stuff.
I
Finally got
it.
a reason to go to L.A.
Yeah.
I know, right?
I've been waiting.
Yeah.
I've been waiting. So, all right. Very nice. Anybody else? Feeling good? Feeling hydrated?
Yes.
Feeling pretty good.
Good. All right. Well, like I said, we have a beer review from Elle, a.k.a. Sip On What?
Hey guys, my name is Elle. I have an Instagram handle called Sip On What, and today's beer is called Amorphous 2 Unavoidable Bee Parts. It is by Locust Lane Brewing in collab with FAM Artisan Craft Brewers, both local Pennsylvania breweries. Locust Lane Brewing is located out of Malvern, Pennsylvania, and FAM Artisan Craft Brewers is located out of Downingtown, PA. This brew is out of the Amorphous series by Locust Lane Brewing Company. And one of the captivating elements when I saw this can was the label. The colors are just so vibrant. It's full of pinks and purples and blues. It's just really captivating. And one of the really great elements that I found really fascinating by the brewery was that they have a QR reader, and it shares their story and their beer, which I thought was pretty interesting. I haven't seen that on another can label before. But this is Amorphous 2 Unavoidable Bee Parts. It's a New England style double IPA. For a double IPA, I would say it's a little on the lighter side, which means I would probably drink maybe 2.5 of these and still feel pretty good. Overall, the beer is juicy. It's very hoppy, very delicious, easy drinking beer for a double IPA. When it pours with a nice orange yellow hue, and I would say some of the notes that I pick up are definitely some orange and maybe a hint of lemon. I really enjoy everything that comes out of Locust Lane Brewing. They're a very small local craft brewery, and it was kind of inspired by two gentlemen who kind of fell in love with the passion of craft beer. It's Amorphous 2 Unavoidable Bee Parts a collab brew with fam artisan craft brewers from Locust Lane Brewing Company. Be sure to check out my giveaway in partnership with the Unfiltered Gentleman. It'll be coming soon. Cheers.
Cheers indeed. Cheers to Elle. Make sure you're following her over on the Instagrams at siponwhat, all one word, no spaces, dots, dashes, nothing like that.
Nice.
She's doing a giveaway for in honor of hitting a milestone of 4,000 followers on the grams. She's doing a little giveaway. I said, why don't we add some swag just to pile and talk about it on the show.
Cool.
So go follow her and look out for the giveaway. It's not just our stuff. There's lots of good stuff involved. So go give her a follow. Sip on what on the grams. All right, drunk quote of the week comes to us from Ernest Hemingway. Always do sober what you'd said you'd do drunk. That'll teach you to keep your mouth shut.
Yeah, no kidding.
So you really should go fight that guy across the bar.
I gotta fight that guy that threatened my dog.
Yeah, no kidding.
Exactly.
I can't catch up with him. He's too fast.
Right. He's crazier than you. Probably not.
Yeah, it's close.
All right, let's move on.
There's nothing better than a babe with craft beer. It's time for Beer Babe of the Week.
Yes, it is. And our beer babe of the week is Nicole. You can find her on the Instagrams at Romeo Hops. Romeo Hops, all one word, no spaces, dots, dashes, nothing like that.
I like it.
And in this picture, she's drinking her very first Pliny the Elder.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
That needs to be celebrated.
She caught a special moment there.
Yeah, exactly. So I figured that needed to be celebrated. So make sure you go follow at Romeo Hops on the grams. Give Nicole a like on her picture there, and you won't be sorry that
Very
you
cute
did.
girl, too.
Yes, indeed. And likes good beer, too. So there's that. All right. We have a lot to do. We have a bullpen beer. We have a lot of booze news to get to. But first, we are going to play
Here we go.
what usually has a very guessable outcome.
Yep.
We're going to
Very
play.
predictable.
Yes. We're going to see about this one.
Gentlemen,
boy.
start your engines.
Oh,
Yeah. Time to play. Will Scott pour it out? It's worth it just to hear that song.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Love that song.
Yeah, this is turning to a will we poured out because I
Pretty much.
can pretty much guarantee that we've all never had this. So I have poured a beer into red Solo cups for everyone to try. Once again, this is definitely a beer, nothing tricky in that sense. It's a beer.
It's really skunk piss.
It came from a bottle that came from a store. So
Okay.
take that for what it's worth.
Smelling it.
Was given by a friend. Scott has smelt it,
I'm sniffing it.
sniffing it. It's the most he's ever sniffed a beer.
Here we go.
Here we go. He's going in for the taste.
I'm going in.
He looks a little nervous. He's going in for the taste. And his face is not reacting too greatly.
No.
Um,
He does have permanent bitter beer face, though.
Yes, he does. That just comes
not
with
really.
age.
I don't really have a taste.
Okay.
Uh-uh.
All right. I'm going to go in now.
All right, yeah. It's about that time. Holy shit. I just smelled it.
And?
Oh.
That was me. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
So I guess this begs the question.
I will not.
You will not pour it
No,
out?
I will not pour it out
All right. Dan?
until I find what it is.
I took a tiny sip, but so far nothing suspect.
Okay.
So,
I mean, there's nothing weird as far as, like, there's no, like, cat piss or dog shit. There's no weird.
Okay.
It's not that elephant poop beer from, like, Asia or whatever.
right. I mean, but there's, I don't know. It's I don't know. It's like a Pilsner, right?
I think it's probably classified as a Pilsner.
It smells and tastes like one.
Kind of has that big beer smell.
Yes,
like
it
Bud,
does.
Yeah, yeah.
Whatever
Correct.
smell to
It smells worse than it tastes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can co-sign that, as
Yeah.
Dan would say.
Yeah.
Are you guys ready to find out what it is? Have you taken a proper drink yet, Dan? I mean, I have. I'm over here drinking.
All
it.
right,
Yeah,
all right.
Just
come on.
chug it.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's
be a
only going to
man.
give you the shits for 2 days.
Oh, I love that.
There's nothing.
Not
There's
offensive.
nothing really wrong with this beer.
Okay.
I don't see why I would pour it out, actually.
All right. So we are drinking Heineken 0.0.
What?
It's a 0 alcohol beer.
No
Really?
alcohol?
Yeah, no alcohol.
Oh my God.
No alcohol in this beer that you are consuming.
You know what's funny is I almost said like I would drink it to get drunk.
Well, good luck with that.
Like, back in the days.
All right, so then you would pound. 'cause
Beer
it's not
pong.
very good.
Beer
Yeah,
pong
It's a beer
beer.
pong beer, yeah.
Correct.
Well, you'd be there for a while.
Huh.
Drinking this to get drunk.
Yeah.
From Heineken, they say, we start with natural beer ingredients, water, malted barley, hop extract, and natural flavor. Brewed and fermented with Heineken's unique A yeast, whatever that means. Step 3, we gently remove the alcohol. Step 4, the beverage is blended by the brewmaster to achieve a fruity flavor and slightly malty notes. And then the new Heineken, finally born and bottled at 0.0%. So there you have it.
So,
So I guess the thing that was wrong with the beer is it wasn't beer.
Technically it's beer. It's brewed, so I think it's still beer, but it's 0 alcohol.
Huh. Yeah, it's not I think that's what I think that's what it was missing.
Some alcohol?
Yeah, alcohol.
Did you notice when we drank it we didn't
that's what I'm
smile?
missing every day.
We did not smile.
We
But
didn't
would you
smile.
smile if you drank a Budweiser?
No. But at least
At
it
least
was
it has 4%.
at least there was booze in it. And be like, oh, this is beer. Like I think we were all kind of confused.
I mean, I knew what it was, so.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So now that you
So-
know it's 0%, would you ever drink it again?
No.
This is a historical show.
Uh-huh.
First of all, because yesterday was your birthday.
Right.
So happy birthday.
Oh, thanks.
And
Trying to forget that.
secondly, because, I'll pour the shit out.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, I'll pour it out.
There it is.
Fuck that.
We finally found one.
Give me some alcohol.
Oh, I thought we might have finally found
You
the
finally
one.
found one.
Finally found the one. That took a lot of time.
That's what was missing.
Many shows.
Many shows to find the one.
That's what was missing. It reminds me of when I went to Jamaica, or no, I think it was the Dominican Republic.
Yeah, I'm on.
Yeah, and like Dominican Republic, excuse me.
Okay.
And someone goes, the people I was with, they're like, oh, give us a shot of tequila. And I was thinking, like, why tequila? That's something we drink back home. Like, they're not going
Yeah.
to drink that here. And they actually had it. I go, oh shit, okay. So I took it and I was like, all right, everybody, blah, blah, blah. And we drank it. And as soon as I drank it, I go, what the hell was that? And he was like, oh, it's tequila. I go, no, it's not. That is not tequila. What is this?
Yeah.
And then sure enough, he showed me the bottle and it says tequila.
Oh, God.
Yeah, without the A. I'm like, that's what the fuck? And then he explained to me that because they can't brew it in Jalisco, you can't, call it tequila.
So it's just mezcal.
Yeah, exactly.
funny.
And it's like it missed that burn. Like it was definitely that alcohol burning down your throat that you can feel.
But
you
it
know
should
what I mean?
still have alcohol in it, just because it's not done in Jalisco.
Maybe,
They
but
just can't call it tequila.
It's
It's like champagne that's not from Champagne, France. It's just sparkling wine. It's the same shit, just has a different name.
right, but it's different in the sense that when you drink it, like you drink tequila, you smell it, you're drinking it, it's in your mouth, it's going down your throat, and then you can still kind of taste it. That's
Right.
kind of what, if you don't like tequila, it's what makes you barf. Is
Right,
you can still
exactly.
taste it
Yeah.
as it's already down your hatch. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you something. That probably means you had like just a shitty product per se.
Yeah.
I've had some really good mezcal that I would drink over a lot of tequila.
Really? Well, that one was bad.
Yeah, that one sounded
I
bad.
tasted it right away, and I kind of feel like that's the case with this. Like, we were not happy drinking this beer. There was something wrong with it.
Yeah, there definitely was. They forgot something.
But it didn't. Yeah, but it didn't. I was ready to spit out, or it was going to be too tart or something. I was like, oh, well, that's not what's wrong with
Yeah,
it.
there's nothing outwardly offensive
Yeah.
if you don't know what it is.
Mhm.
Yeah, so there you go. Heineken 0.0.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know what it made me think of? I forgot to talk about this last week on the show. I went to the Paul McCartney concert at Dodger Stadium, and one thing Dodger Stadium is known for is A, the world's shittiest hot dog, but B, having very expensive craft beer. And so I was like, okay, well, we'll have a couple before we get there. That way we don't have to buy a shit ton of like $19 craft, quote unquote, craft beers. So we get there and we get in line for a beer, and I purposely don't go to like the Budweiser line. I go down to the long line where the only place they have craft beer on the menu. And because it's a concert, not a ball game, they have a limited menu of beer, only Budweiser products. It was Bud,
really?
Bud Light, one of Bud's Mexican beers, and then Golden Road, of course. But Golden Road was still $19 because they called it craft beer.
Fuck.
And it was their Golden Road like Dodger Blue beer or whatever, which has the same ABV as Bud Light, but is $4 more. I was like, fuck that, I'm drinking Bud Light.
Yeah.
So I had to drink Bud Light. I had 2 of them, and I was very disappointed. But where I was going with this was the first one we had out of a can, and the second one we had on draft. The can was significantly better. Like I drank it, and I was like, you know what? I don't enjoy this, but this isn't that bad. Like, it's drinkable. And then I got the one on draft, and I was like, ooh.
Really?
Ooh.
Wow.
Like, it was watery and, I don't know, dirty lines. Because you know it's not an old keg. It's Dodger Stadium. Baseball stadiums are going through this shit like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not going to be, like, old and expired. I don't know what it was, but it was bad.
Oh, man.
But that can was like, okay, I'd drink this. I mean, not by choice, but...
That's interesting.
Yeah, I'd take that over the $19 Golden Road bullshit.
Right.
So... There's my cheap beer experience for the week. Don't tell your friends. I'm a little embarrassed. So, all right, let's cleanse the palates, shall we?
Shall we? Please.
Scott looks visibly
Let's
upset.
get the shit out of here.
Yeah, let's make a call.
Thank you, Van.
He calls to the bullpen for
Beer.
Oh yes, indeedly do. This is Toppling Goliath. We love Toppling Goliath. Scorpius Morcella. I probably messed that up. 7.8%, 100 plus IBUs. They stopped measuring. It's over 100.
I am going to drink the rest of this Heineken just so I can have this, and it's going to taste so good.
You want mine?
Yeah.
Because I'm pouring it out.
Oh, man.
Don't feel obligated to drink the Heine. I won't be
I
mad.
will.
Yeah. So it's 7.8, 100 plus IBUs, has a 4.18 on Untapped, and a 96 on Beer Advocate. Some nice scores there. From Toppling Goliath, they say, brewed each spring to celebrate our brewery's annual day off to go moral mushroom hunting. This excitingly hazy double IPA is a tribute to our love of great hops and morals. Created, I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. It's the mushroom. Moral? I don't know. Created with a combination of Pacific Northwest and Southern Hemisphere hops, Scorpius Morcella is meant to be shared with friends on a warm spring afternoon.
I love it.
I could have bored you just about anything after that.
Very, oh man, citrusy beers going on over here lately.
Very much.
A lot of hops, a lot of citrus.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I got a lot of citrus on the nose, kind of orangey smelling on the nose coming up that way.
Oh, fuck, now that's beer.
Hey, guess what?
See?
There's alcohol in it.
There's that smile. You know what I'm saying? That was gone earlier.
I'm happy again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get a lot of citrus, very citrusy on the tongue there. This is 7.8%. That's dangerous.
Yeah.
You know that Mikkeller, I could taste the 8%. Like a little heat on
Correct.
the back end. Like you knew you were drinking a little something boozier.
Yeah.
This one, very well hidden.
Yeah, because it doesn't even taste like a mimosa where like you can taste the previous one from last week.
Yeah, that pog.
Yeah, this one it's delicious.
Yeah,
it's too good.
It's good. It might evaporate.
Very smooth.
It is very smooth. Yeah, very easy to drink. That is for certain. All right, while we sip on some real beer, let's talk about some booze news.
Extra, extra, drink all about it. It's time for booze news.
Well, last week we talked about Brewbound and their ridiculous comments about various female beer influencer. They released various apologies.
Oh, my God.
BevNet is their parent company. They released an apology. I'm not going to read that. I thought I might read the one from the guy who actually said the word.
I can't wait to hear it.
So this is from Justin Kendall, news editor at Brewbound. He says, during episode 44 of the Brewbound podcast, myself and Chris Fernari, in discussing a story on beer influencers of Instagram, had a conversation that was in poor judgment and poor taste. We missed the mark, and that discussion does not reflect the thought-provoking conversations that we strive to have at Brewbound. After a lot of self-reflection, I owe an apology to everyone. The women included in the story, those called out by name, One Hoppy Lady, Big World Small Girl, Beer Biddy, Is Beer a Carb, the author Zach Johnston, our listeners, our featured guest Julie Verratti of Denison's Brewing Company, Brewbound's parent company BevNet, and anyone else I heard. The discussion was lazy. Any real research would have shown that all the people included in that list are deserving. They've worked in the industry at some of the top craft breweries, others at breweries that are smaller craft outfits. Some are certified beer servers through the Cicerone program. Others are photographers and writers. All deserve more consideration than we gave them. I made a mistake, and I was rightfully called out for it and deserved to be held accountable. It was not our intent to degrade or demean anyone, and I feel awful that my words hurt or angered anyone. I wish it never would have occurred. Not to hide my blind spots or poor judgment, but so no one would be made to feel marginalized by something I said.
Oh, please.
That conversation is not who we are as people or as an organization, and I am ashamed and embarrassed. Our words are indefensible, and the thought that they have undone any of the work we've done on diversity and inclusion in the beer industry, including the featured interview in the very podcast in question, leaves me incredibly disappointed in myself. I never intend to make anyone feel excluded or belittled in this industry or the beer community. It's clear that I need to listen more and learn more, both personally and professionally. I need to be better than this, and I hope that I can earn the forgiveness of those we've hurt, angered, or alienated. Sincerely, Justin Kendall, news editor, Brewbound.
Yeah, I bet their next episode is going to be so much fun. You know what I mean? Like, here's the thing, dude. Like, that's not our shit, right? We're not going to come out here and, we have a beer babe of the week, but I feel like it's done in good taste.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But it's like...
It's meant to promote.
Correct.
Not to be gross or creepy.
Exactly.
Hopefully it comes across that way.
Yeah, a little bit. Hey, we like to have a little fun here. Yeah. But like I feel like if they're going to be about it, be about it. You know what I mean? Like if they're going to try to be like the Don Imus of beer, then fucking do it. You know what I mean? Like you think Imus or Howard Stern is going to apologize to anybody that gets offended by their show? No, they're going to tell them to fuck off, and if you don't like it, don't listen to it. And then these guys, if that's their shit, that's their shit. I doubt they're having very thought-provoking conversations if this is just a segment of their show.
Right.
You know what I mean? So let's get off of that for a second.
Well, here's a couple questions. One, do you think the apology was sincere or at least sounded good enough to be...
It was sincere in the sense that someone will apologize when they get caught.
Yeah.
So I'm sure they do feel bad now that everyone got pissed off at them.
Right.
But had nobody said anything, they wouldn't feel bad.
Yeah. And I think one of the bigger issues about this is how ignorant it was. It wasn't just bashing people. We bash people from time to time or whatever.
Sure.
Especially
beer.
when they deserve it.
Have some of that.
Yeah. How much have we talked shit about like Budweiser and the Heineken and the like?
Mm-hmm.
But they were so just ignorant about it. They were so wrong about what they said.
I would have had more respect for them had they said, if you don't like it, don't listen. I'd be like, you know what? All right. I won't listen. But
I'm not going to.
Yeah, but if that's your guys' shit, I'm sure there's a market for it. But now you guys don't have a market. Now you guys are going to say shit.
Yeah.
And the minute somebody has a problem with it, you're going to be, oh, I'm sorry. We won't talk about that again. Then what the fuck are you going to talk about?
Yeah, I guess at this point it'll just be the interviews with the brewers.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, and the other stupid thing they did is beyond just saying what they said being stupid, that was on an episode where they had a female brewer. It's like, do you think people aren't going to find this out?
They can't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're going to do that, then you can't have
it shouldn't be on
brewer.
any episode, but I'm saying, like, of all the episodes to put it on.
Or if they're going to do that, at least talk to her about that. I'm sure they never brought it up.
Oh, no. This was their banter before the interview started.
I'm sure it was.
Oh, you think they have the balls to say it to a female?
Of course they don't. Look, they already backed out because their balls shrunk after everyone got mad.
Yeah, they're ignorant, they're stupid, and they're weenies.
Agreed.
And like we said last week, it just sounds like some little boys that didn't get laid in high school and are still bitter about it. And
probably
not bitter in a good hoppy way.
It's like I say a lot of things is when people say or do something in public and then they come back and apologize, you're not saying I'm sorry I did or said that. You're saying I'm sorry that I was caught saying or doing that.
Yeah.
And that's the way I feel about these guys. They're not sorry that they said that. They're sorry that people called them out on that.
Yeah. Now, I don't want to live in a world where people can't learn from their mistakes.
Right.
That's true.
If they're sincere. I don't want to be in this world where, like, well, you said one horrible thing and now you're the devil.
Yeah.
But I also hope that the apologies, and I don't honestly, I don't give a shit about the apology. I hope you've actually learned how stupid you are.
Right.
Yeah.
That's more important than saying I'm sorry.
We'll see.
Because nobody believes I'm sorry.
Right.
Hopefully you've learned how fucking
We'll
stupid
see,
you
yeah.
are.
Right. Well, I will say that I don't think they can have a show anymore because any show they do now, everyone's going to be listening with a notepad and paper. You know what I mean? Like,
that's true.
oh, you said this, or oh, what did you mean by that?
Well,
like,
they put the show on hiatus.
I'm sure. What
No,
the
they're
fuck are they
smart.
gonna? They don't know what to talk about anymore. I'm sure. They're fucked.
They couldn't
Yeah.
clean it up.
They're
Yeah.
fucked.
Yeah, so interesting. And
How about that for thought provoking?
yeah,
I thought we had a really good thought provoking conversation. Who knew?
and I don't think we insulted anybody besides
right.
those assholes.
That's right.
Yeah.
Unfiltered gentlemen, bitches.
We're just telling the truth
Yeah, Mike dropped.
for once.
Yeah, let us know what you guys think over on Twitter
Yeah,
or something
please.
at Unfiltered Gents. All right, we'll move to happier things, like the most breweries per capita. Well, you guys, here's the top 25 cities, most breweries per capita. You have any cities you think should be on this? Like, what's a given city that would be on that list? Most breweries in a
San
city.
San Diego.
Okay. Anything else? It's great.
Boston.
Denver.
Denver, Boston. Yeah. Funny enough, San Diego, not on the list.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So here's your top 25.
Where am I moving to?
I know.
Per capita.
Per
huh?
capita. So that's the thing. It's the entire list. The breweries per 50,000 people.
So it's going to be out on the East Coast because they could stack breweries on top of breweries with the mountains that they're the buildings that they have.
You're not totally wrong. So we'll go. I'll run through the first 15 because it's top 25. Cincinnati, Ohio; Lancaster, Pennsylvania; Yakima, Washington; Madison, Wisconsin; Rochester, New York. I feel like the Animaniac song where they're doing all the state capitals.
I know what you're talking about.
Nobody else does. Flagstaff, Arizona; Longmont, Colorado; Denver, Colorado; Bellingham, Washington; Charleston, South Carolina; Royal Oak, Michigan; Santa Cruz, California. I was surprised about that. Grand Rapids, Michigan; Loveland, Colorado; Fort Collins, Colorado; Missoula, Montana. All right, so that's up to 10. So now we have 9 through 1. Pensacola, Florida. Who would have known?
Wow.
Portland, Oregon. Makes sense. There's a lot of breweries
yeah.
in Portland.
Yeah.
Greenville, South Carolina. I don't know anything about it. Vista, California, with 10 breweries per 50,000 people. Vista is just north of San Diego. It's San Diego County. So San Diego City, because they have a higher population,
Oh,
their
there you
per
go. Okay.
50,000, I guess, is lower. And San Diego, when people say there's like 100, I think, what is it, like 170 breweries in San Diego, many of those are not San Diego proper. They're San Diego County.
Oh, so
So-
I wonder if they just kind of did that so that they can get on the list. They're
Yeah.
like, shit, there's no way we can get on here unless we say, oh, well, not really San Diego. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
But it's right here, so you might as well come see San Diego while you're at it.
Exactly. Number 5, Kalamazoo, Michigan. 4, Boulder, Colorado. 3, Bend, Oregon, with 16 per 50,000 people.
Wow.
Number 2, recently visited by myself, Asheville, North Carolina.
Oh, yeah.
17 per 50,000. And there are breweries on top of breweries there. It's insane. They are just, there's one area, what they call it, South Slope, I think. They're just packed in. It's so horrible. You have to walk next door to get to your next brewery.
Sounds like heaven.
Yeah.
God bless the beer girl.
Yeah. Oh, she's got it made
She
up
lives
there.
there. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Good
Go
for her.
Go follow It's the Beer Girl for all the
No kidding.
Asheville beer
Yeah,
updates.
definitely.
And then number 1, huh?
I was just going to say, I think that's why we haven't heard from her. She like drowned from all that beer.
That's
out
right.
there.
Yeah. Number 1 with 18 breweries per 50,000 people, Portland, Maine.
Wow.
I didn't know Portland, Maine was
Yeah,
coming up
that's-
in the beer world.
Hey.
I'd believe Portland, but not Portland, Maine.
Right, the
Right.
other Portland.
Hey,
Yeah.
they're like, what about us?
Yeah. Hashtag us too.
Hey, we know now.
Yeah. Now we know we're going to Portland, Maine.
That's right.
Not
Nothing wrong with that.
Oregon. Yeah.
Hey, next time someone says that, like, oh, the wrong Portland, it's like, oh no, you're right. That's the right one.
There is no wrong Portland. They're both on the list.
Ooh.
What else? So total beer dollar sales were at 5% during the July 4th holiday week. It's a critical summer selling season
welcome.
that's underway. Yeah. And total beer, cider, and FMB, which is a fermented malt beverage, sales are off to a strong start. According to market research, dollar sales of beer, cider, FMBs grew 4.9% in off-premise retailers during the 4th of July holiday compared to the same time last year. Now, here's the thing. This does include quite a bit of sales from the aforementioned hard seltzers. Those are lumped into the beer sales. This is where I wish they would separate them so we can actually see what people are buying.
They need to.
Yeah.
Because, that doesn't count. That's not beer.
Right, yeah.
Anyone brought that to a beer party, no, they're going to get kicked out.
As someone who drinks them, if I say I'm having a beer party and you bring that, I will kick you out.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Don't count.
Yep. No, does not count. Last week we talked about Heineken and other legal troubles. Well, it keeps on continuing. Heineken USA agrees to pay $1.25 million fine to settle their New York trade practice violations. The New York State Liquor Authority on Wednesday finalized a $1.25 million settlement agreement with Heineken for 42 alleged violations of the state's alcoholic beverage control law. The New York fine comes 3 months after Heineken USA agreed to pay the largest offer in compromise ever at $2.5 million to the Alcohol and Tobacco Tax Trade Bureau for alleged trade practice violations related to its proprietary brew lock draft system. So, short story long, that was down in Florida. They were selling these draft systems that only worked on Heineken products, and they were giving like huge discounts and kickbacks if you bought it. That's illegal.
Oh boy.
Yeah, the TTB investigated undercover alleged violations of the Federal Alcohol Administration Act, specifically subsection 205, unfair competition and unlawful practices in Florida, and then later, because of the Florida investigation, Washington State and New York City. So, good job, Heine.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
They've really been taking it in the Heine lately.
They really have.
It's been, they've had a rough year.
Yes, they have.
They have, yeah. So, good job, fellas. And then finally, I just thought I'd mention this because it sounds delicious. Carl Strauss and Cowboy Star have collaborated on Steakhouse Stout Beef Jerky.
Ooh.
Yeah. I could read the whole article. There's no point. They got together and they made a beef jerky, and it sounds amazing.
Sounds good.
Yeah, so if anybody sees it, please let me know because I want to get my hands on some of that.
Beef
Send
jerky.
us some.
Sounds good right now.
Yes, it does.
Right?
A little beef jerky and some beer. I want barbecue after you talking about going to that brewery.
Fuck yeah, I want to go down there this weekend again.
Get some Q.
Yeah.
Oh, it sounds so good. I must say, I was over at Big Dick Nick's house of the Booze League. He has one of those Traegers where you can smoke meats and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Smoke some ribs. Oh, man. Like, you went to pull the bones apart. The bones just, like, fell out.
Oh, man.
Oh, it was delicious.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, we had some
That's good eating.
It was good eating. We had some good drinking to go along with it.
Yeah.
And then we had to Uber home. Glad we made it. All right, everybody. Thanks for listening. Thanks for joining. Thanks for drinking along. Make sure you follow us on the social medias at The Unfiltered Gentleman, except for Twitter at Unfiltered Gents. You can leave us a voicemail, drunk dial us, 805-538-BEER. It's 2337. I think that's everything. Don't forget to get that Beer Science ringtone.
Yeah.
Everyone should have that on their phone.
It's a jam.
It is the jam. It's the jam of the century. So that's it for us. Thank you all for hanging out. I hope you're all staying extremely well hydrated. And on that note, good night, everybody.